No kill!
Animal care and control, stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Animal care and control, stop the killing!
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 What do we want?
No
kill!
What do we want?
No kill!
What do we want?
No kill!
Chicago, animal care and control, stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
No kill!
No kill!
Let's read some names. Who wants to read some names of the people that the dogs were killed? Oh, I have cats. Okay, cats. You can read cats.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. We appreciate all the support. This is very meaningful to the city of Chicago and its residents. For those of us who love animals, we want you to understand what is going on here. So I'm going to begin by reading the names of the cats who have been killed by this kill shelter here. I'll begin with some numbers. These poor animals didn't even have names. Number A2737004. A2732229. Katie, Lana, Harry. Again, poor animals, no names. A2732284. A2732297. Brian, A2732229. Okay. Dodgy, Fritz, Tabby Tiger, Buster, Star, Tiger, Lulu, and Smitty.
These are just some of the cats that have been killed by Chicago Animal Care and Control. Do we have someone who would like to read some dogs?
These are cats. I just read them, yeah.
Do you have a list? You can't read hers. Do we have a list?
I have a list. I have a list. I have a list.
I have a list of dogs. Frankie, Baba, Hitachi, A268382, A268402, Queenie, Apollo, Dallas, A268429, Crockett, Sparky, Dino, Zeus, A268471, 8268500, 8268501, Coquetta, King. These are just some of the dogs that were killed. Nearly 1,700 dogs have been killed by Chicago Animal Care and Control this year. That's 1 in 3 dogs are being killed unnecessarily. Healthy and treatable dogs that are being unjustifiably killed because Chicago Animal Care and Control will not implement the no-kill equation and the life-affirming programs of the no-kill equation. We're going to do a song right now.
Sorry, Jessica.
And everyone feel free to join in.
This is an old George Harrison song. From about 50 years ago. Give me love, give me peace on earth. peace on earth, give me life, give me life, give me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Please take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please, oh won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and greet you with heart and soul. Please take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please go, won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Testing.
Hi, everybody. I would like to thank the Maria Delaval, and thank you to Facebook Chicago Sit, Stay, and Speak administrators and moderators for allowing me to talk today. Yes, my name is Sandra Verpavik, and I'd also like to thank all the people who showed up to support this cause, as well as the media. First and foremost, my canine Olivia Pavick came from Chicago Animal Care and Control. She was originally noted to be a stray, no other available medical or social history. I adopted her in 2014 when I worked at Cinespace at that time. It took me at least 7 separate visits to finally adopt Olivia, and as of most recent, I'm very pleased to announce that canine Olivia was chosen as a cover model for this adult and children's books, which looks more like a calendar, but it is a search and rescue type of book where you have to locate various pets, be they birds, rabbits, cats, dogs of Americans, their individual names and pictures provided. It is a print-on-demand book, and if you'd like to buy it, a contributor code online may be utilized for a small discount. The star canine Olivia could not make it today. She was not fully groomed for the paparazzi that were here. But on a serious note, we recently commemorated the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 World Trade Center disasters. And recently online I was looking at this beautiful story of Michael Hinkson, who was a blind man who was able to descend several flights inside the North Tower from the 73rd floor down with his guide dog Roselle, and he created a Thunder Dog book as a result of it. Had I not successfully adopted Olivia in the first place, this accomplishment would not be reality. In all seriousness, we are gathered here today to bring light to another crisis going on here at Chicago Animal Care and Control, and to commemorate all the dogs and cats that have been euthanized. Chicago Animal Care and Control needs a new mission statement of no kill. It shouldn't be so hard to adopt any dog or cat here. All the animals are vetted, physically examined, and placed in kennels or cages. But all is lost when these animals are euthanized without notification or other reasons provided beforehand to volunteers and our rescue groups. We have all heard the saying, adopt, don't shop, make adoption your first option. These particular slogans are meant to raise awareness, discourage unethical practices used by breeders at puppy and kitten mills, whose only goal is to profit at the expense of the animals' safety and health. But adoption is not an easy process at Chicago Animal Care and Control, as we all know. In the United States, 2.7 million pets are euthanized each year. Sadly, the Chicago Animal Care and Control animals are part of these statistics. Every single dog has an unknown, unlimited potential to become great pets, possible guide dogs, emotional support dogs, lap dogs, good companions, lazy couch potatoes, or other canine siblings to other pets, as well as the ability to possibly or potentially become a famous canine or feline. But the animals are not being given this second starting chance here at Chicago Animal Care and Control. Each dog has a purpose, regardless of breed. Mahatma Gandhi once wrote, "The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated." Let us work together to make changes to the mission statement here at Chicago Animal Care to no kill. And I thank you very much for your time and consideration. And thank you to everybody gathered here today and to the moderators and the administrators.
Thank you. What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
Chicago Animal Care and Control.
Stop the killing.
Chicago Animal Care and Control.
Stop the killing. You're welcome.
Can we have some more names read?
Yes. I can read names if someone shows me.
Who's got the
Some more
cards?
names
Got
read.
cards
I can read
for
names.
games to be read.
I'm good.
Okay, here.
We need more names.
Okay, here's some names.
I can read it.
No kill or stop it after each name.
Right.
Okay.
Well, no, that'll take forever.
Well, I
The name of some animals and dogs that were euthanized at Chicago Animal Care and Control. Okay.
It makes sense to have more people reading. Okay, here. Why don't you read?
Please hold.
Danielle's going to speak.
And let's get people holding signs behind them.
Yes.
Why don't you get behind them?
And then
signs?
Mary had suggested after each name we could say, you know, no kill or stop the killing.
Yeah, I would recommend limit the numbers. Read one or two numbers. We're better off reading names. The numbers take too long. Okay, and then we can
what
say
about
no kill.
If we yell no kill after each name, or stop the killing after each name?
No,
Take forever.
they don't do that even at the 911 memorial. They read the names. Then we can say stop the killing.
Okay, I
You
mean,
know what? I can read the...
Okay, Maria, this lady's reading here. Step forward.
Hello, everyone.
hello.
I'm going to read a few names of dogs that have been killed here at Chicago Animal Care and Control. Farina, Gravy, Olive, Winterberry, Honeycake, Whitaker, Garland, Cove, Bindi, Estonia, A267820, A269477. Thank you.
Okay, let's have someone else read.
Thank you.
Hold the sign behind her.
Hi. Bear. Dog. Sunny. Mona. Isco. Leo. Mushu. King. Milo. Honda. Headley. Chapo.
Anyone else have a list? Okay, step forward.
You have a list. What's wrong?
A268986. Louie. Akira. Bruno. Harper. Madison. Coco. Fred. Tenderoni. Blue. Samson. Pasadena. Medley. Chapo. A269300.
Bill B. 8269-314. 826-9319. He-Man, Bobby, you'll never be forgotten.
Chicago Animal Care and Control, what do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
Chicago Animal Care and Control, stop the killing.
Stop the killing.
Stop the killing.
Stop
Stop the killing. Stop the killing. Stop the killing.
What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
Who else would like to read?
Next time you do the chant, hold the,
Yeah.
if we got 2 words.
Okay. Who else? Okay, go ahead, read it.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
I will now read numbers and names of other dogs who have been euthanized needlessly here at Chicago Animal Care and Control. A269053, A269054, A269060, Queen, Bear, another unnamed, A269074, Brody, San Diego, A269089, Ghost, Tumbleweed, George, Frizzy, Gustavo, A268675, A268677, Draco, A268716, and Boy. Thank you.
Anyone else have names? Should we do another song? Okay, let's do, why don't you do Imagine, Bill? Should we do another song? Yeah, let's do Imagine. Oh, no, this one. Is this mic work? Okay, testing. Okay, I'm not seeing this one.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. Wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. Brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
Somebody like to give a statement. Danielle?
Who would like to say something?
Danielle? Jamie? Jamie Dursack?
You say you want to give a statement?
Do you want to make a statement? Okay.
Maybe I'll go after her.
Can someone hold some signs behind her? Thanks. And she's going to talk.
Yeah, very nice.
I guess. That one.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you like-minded people. My name is Danielle Simmons. I'm here today because of a charcoal gray poodle I named Honey. I found her in June in the southern part of Inglewood. She had no collar, no chip, but like a fool, I was convinced I could find her family. Honey lived with me and my family for most of the summer. We fed her, bathed her, loved her. And I dreamed of the day I'd get the call from her owners. Dreamed of Honey's happy ending. My daughter and I discussed it a few times. She thought Honey would end up with a new family that had a farm. I don't know where she thought the farm was going to be in Chicago, but that was her idea. I was of the mindset that Honey must have escaped. She was a very skinny poodle, so she fit easily through the fence gaps. And her owners were desperately trying to find her. That's what I thought. Probably because I've had a few dogs slip their leash or harness or vest and go galloping down the street. Obviously, we would never know Honey's story. She couldn't tell us what all she'd been through, but she seemed happy with us. And then everything changed. You see, when I took her in, it wasn't a convenient time. I wasn't looking for a second dog. My life was in flux. I had just signed the lease for a new apartment. I enrolled my daughter in a new school. And I accepted a position as a real estate broker. I had a lot of new expenses and even less time. My dog, Luna, she adjusted well to the new situation. But Honey did not. She became food aggressive and very reactive. I reached out to local rescues, hoping to get her help. I was told by some that they couldn't take in strays directly. Others were too overwhelmed to return my emails and phone calls. In a last-ditch effort, I brought her here. I knew CACC was a high-kill shelter, but I also knew rescues pulled some dogs out, and anyone who lost a dog would look here to see if they'd been found. I brought Honey here on August 1st. It was her last chance. The big guy, I'm told he's a security guard, stuck his head out the door to ask me what I wanted. Never introduced himself. He told me the only thing they could do was put it down. I was destroyed, heartbroken, I wanted to scream, but I couldn't speak. I could only cry. I pulled it together enough to point out that it was their policy to hold strays. This just irritated him. It didn't matter to him that someone might be looking for her. I sat at the picnic table trying to think of another way. I thought maybe I could accidentally let her go. I remember looking to Western and seeing cars backed up in both directions. I imagined Honey making a run for it. What if she got hit? I couldn't bear it. But I couldn't take her back home if Luna got hurt or my daughter got hurt trying to break the two of them up when I was at work. I would never forgive myself. So when the big guy came back with a form, I skimmed it in something of a daze and signed where he told me to. It said Honey might go to a rescue or that she might be put down. For a second, I thought maybe she had a chance. But no. I brought her in around 5 p.m. And by 7 p.m., her life was over. Like too many dogs. My Honey didn't get a happy ending.
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Chicago Animal Care and Control!
Stop the killing!
What do we want?
No kill!
What do we want?
No kill.
Chicago Animal Care and Control!
Stop the killing.
Anyone else can read names? Anyone else?
This lady.
Oh no, I'm just trying to get some video. I'm gonna figure out how I can send it to you guys afterwards.
You can do it.
Testing.
Faces of the dogs. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna read some names. I'm gonna warn you, I'm probably gonna cry, especially after that story. Kobe, Bruno, 8269387. Gage, 8269399. Layla, Bentley, 8269418. Nestle, Letter, 8269422. 8269423. Nino, Kane, Oint, Solo. Thank you.
Chicago Animal Care and Control. Stop the killing. Chicago Animal Care and Control.
Stop the killing!
What do we want?
No
Kill.
What do we want?
No kill!
Chicago Animal Care and Control.
Stop the killing!
I'm so sorry. I was like shaking. I'm so sorry.
Would you have something to say?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Did everybody else get a chance to talk? After you're done, you want to go ahead? I just had to find my glasses. I want to make sure I could read what I want to say. Hello, fellow animal lovers. Thank you all for doing what you're doing and the compassion that you feel
That is why we are all here. No matter what you had to go through to get here today, it shows the kind of compassion and value you put on for what's going on here. Interesting that I just went in now to take a look and see. It's the first time I've seen a warm welcome, and it was the first time that I've seen the director, and it was the first time that I've actually even seen anybody outside in the yard. Because every other time that I've been here, there was never anybody on the play yard, and the shelter is in dire strait. I just witnessed at least 10 dogs that were coughing that were not separated. I saw a medical person and I asked them, why aren't you able to quarantine sick dogs from healthy dogs? And she just kind of looked at me like she didn't, you know, it was indifferent. Without really, I said there were 200 dogs there. I said, is that's it? I thought there were more. And she said, well, I never know. But in general, there's got to be change, and we can do it, because I've been to many animal shelters and rescues, and I know it can be done with the help of the City Council, and this is affecting so many other departments of Chicago. The police, I'm sure all saw the report that was just on the news, and how it affects them as well, because they are not dog catchers, and they need our support, and I'm happy to provide it. I've offered to volunteer, as I know many of you also have, and have been told it will take months. There's got to be a way that we can do that. And I also heard earlier today with Nadia mentioning about why they can have other programs as well for fostering and other support groups that rescues that all want to help, and not just a selected few. There's got to be more that they can do, and perhaps it's budget, perhaps it's just they need the decision makers that work here, and the decisions that they're making at night in private can be, more can be done. Anyway, I think I've covered most of the things I wanted to say right now, but I'm gonna also read the names of animals that have the voiceless, the homeless, that have just disappeared. A269963, Brody, A269937, A269975, A269990, A269992. Animals that were not ever given a name. Ranger, Dolphin, Dior, A269829, Max, A269840 and 9841, Saint, A269860, Nandas, Audette, Sheba, Blanca, Roxy.
Chicago Animal Care and Control, stop the killing! Chicago Animal Care and Control,
stop the killing!
What do we want?
No kill!
What do we want?
No kill!
Nearly 1,700 innocent, healthy, and treatable shelter dogs have been killed by Chicago Animal Care and Control this year, unnecessarily. What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
Chicago Animal Care and Control, stop the killing!
We can do this. We can make this city, this big, bright city, can become a modern example for other cities to follow. And I also want to say thank you to Maria. I'm so glad that you've come into my life, and the things that you do, I'm in awe for this group that you've connected, and people that hopefully now we can take it to the next step.
Let's hear it for our organizer, Maria Fathom. Woo! Woo! Chicago Animal Care and Control.
Stop the killing.
Chicago Animal Care and Control.
Stop the killing.
What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
Let's do another song. picture of just, we don't need. I just represent the latest. Yeah, that's.
Should be more comfortable.
Testing. I think this is better.
Was it okay? I don't even know. Are you okay? I'm just asking. No. That's Maria. No, there's another lady. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what to say. No, it was great. It was great. Thank you.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love.
There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love.
Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love.
Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All together now. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
Does anyone else have a story they want to share? Patricia here has a question. Step up. Come on, sir.
Okay, so my story starts about a year ago. I had taken in a boy, Bulk, a Pity, that needed a home. Somebody was going to take him to animal care and control, and I said, bring him over. But he got lonely, he needed a friend, so I came to animal care and control looking for a girl Pity. And I came for the meet and greet myself, which went fine. I had to wait for probably an hour and a half, but it was busy, and I wasn't sure of how the system works, so I just waited. I met her. She seemed very sweet. She had some scars, so I don't know what her history was, but I was pretty sure that she would fit really well into my home, and then they would both have a buddy. So I brought my dog back a week later. That's what one of the employees here told me. Come back a week later, 5 o'clock on Friday. I did, and it was 95 degrees that day, and the security guard told us to wait right outside the door, and we waited for over an hour. Obviously it was tough, and the police at one point brought a dog in, and the dog reacted a little, but my dog, he did react, but he was completely under my control and on the other side of me. So I thought, okay, fine, we can't really wait much longer, we'll have to come back. And then a woman came out with a dog, at least 100-pound pit bull. She looked like she had recently had babies, and she reacted very aggressively to my dog, so they were both barking. Again, I had him completely under my control and was just backing up because I thought she wasn't going to be able to keep control of her dog. She was eventually going to lose it, and something bad was going to happen right here. So the security guard, I just knocked on the door, like, let us in. So we went inside the vestibule, and a supervisor came and told me that my dog was dangerous, my dog was aggressive, my dog didn't belong here, I should not be adopting a dog, and to leave immediately. I didn't know what else to do, so I did leave immediately. I checked on her after that on the website. I'm not sure if she was invited, but I did everything right. If I was supposed to call a shelter or call a rescue to have them do the meet and greet with me, my dog, and her, I should have known that. I didn't, so they made it impossible for me to save this girl Pitty that I think would have been a great addition. And I think it's tragic that they're uninformed, uncaring, incredibly rude, and I didn't deserve that, my dog didn't deserve that, but this beautiful girl Pitty locked up in here most of all didn't deserve it. And I want to see change. This is wrong. This is wrong. I have had dogs my whole life, and I would have given her a great home, and they stopped it, and they're supposed to be saving. I am still furious about it. And if I saw that security guard again, I'd probably get a mugshot. Thank you.
Hi, I had a dog. I got her when she was 2 years old. Her dad had went to prison, and his brother was trying to take care of the dog. And he had 2 blue-nosed dogs and this one female red-nosed dog mixed with Labrador. So I got her, and I kept her for 15 years. In her 17th year, we had to bring her here to either be given away or to be euthanized. And I felt so horrible because I really wanted her to die in my arms because I just knew, she'd grow old with me. But it got to the point where she couldn't walk, and I lived 18 steps up. And my parents, I lived in their building, and they were pushing for it. So everyone vouched to have her euthanized, and it broke my heart. But it was the best 17 years I've ever experienced. I spent 15 with her. Her name was Layla. She named her on the list. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakeisha. Would anybody else like to talk?
It's been a while since I've done any kind of public speaking, so forgive me if I'm all over the place, but I'll try my best. They say things happen for a reason, and I became a Chicago police officer over 20 years ago. And I've dealt with Chicago Animal Care and Control in one way or another with regard to rescuing animals exclusively, or I should say never exclusively, until I came to the 10th district, which is the district that this location belongs to, 3315 West Ogden Avenue. When I became a sergeant, which was about a little over a year ago, I was transferred to the 10th district there on Ogden, and I noticed the amount and volume, huge volume of animal care calls that come to that district. People are poor. There's a lot of sadly marginalized people that are making it just barely scraping by. So unfortunately, animals do slip down in terms of priority, and no judgments, but sadly, if you want some sad animal stories, come to 10, come to 11, come to 15, and you'll see them for yourself. There's all kinds of strays and cats, dogs, both just running in the streets. Thin, emaciated, malnourished. It's not a good place to be. At any rate, the West Side is a community that's in need of a lot of things, and sadly, animals often are our last priority. So on this particular day, my story is a sad one. Somebody somebody left a huge pit bull mixed dog tied to a fence, just abandoned the dog there. I guess maybe they didn't want the dog anymore. Maybe they couldn't take care of the dog. I don't know the circumstances. The dog was left chained to a fence for a number of hours. It was about 20 degrees that day. It was November. It was a cold November day. And the dog had been out there for about 4 to 5 hours before the neighbors decided to call. They figured the person wasn't coming back to collect their dog. So first my officers arrived on scene, and the protocol is, to go up to the dog and remove him from the fence and try to bring him to the shelter. Unfortunately, the dog was impossible to approach. He was scared. He'd been out there for so long. He has barked and barked and barked his lungs out. But he was terrified. He didn't know the people, and he was probably wondering where his owner was and wondering, when they were going to come back and get him. So at that point, my officers went ahead and called Animal Care and Control, which is the proper procedure to have them come out with a van and a noose and attempt to get the dog off the fence. Animal Care and Control flat out told them that it was after 6 p.m. and our understanding is that they're available till 8 p.m., but they said they would not be coming out. My officers called me, and luckily they were, dog lovers. They called me and they said, look, we don't know what to do. We can't get this dog off. It's in a T alley. So cars coming through don't see the dog until they round the corner, and they could easily run over the dog. People are coming out of their houses to throw away garbage and whatnot, and they're coming in contact with this dog, who appears to be vicious, but I was quite certain the dog was just very afraid. So I went over to the scene. I saw the dog. We attempted to feed it. We did get it to take some treats from us, not from our hand, of course, but just tossing them over to the dog. At that point, I called Animal Care and Control myself and spoke with the supervisor there, a gentleman who does work there, who is the supervisor at night, and he proceeded to tell me that there are too many animals, and it's already after 6, and his officers or agents, whatever they're called here, end their shift at about 7 p.m. and there was no one to come out. At that point, I explained to him the circumstances, and he kept saying, well, take him to your station, hold him over till tomorrow, we'll come get him in the morning. How could we possibly get this dog off a fence, first of all? Second of all, how do we transport the dog? We don't have a noose, we don't have any kind of vehicle that can easily get or take a dog in, especially one that's barking, baring his teeth. So I tried to go over all that with him, and he didn't budge. I know he wanted to get off the phone. I didn't let him. I kept forcing him to talk to me. I wouldn't let him off, and I got nowhere. So at that point, I hung up the phone, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go over there. It's only 14 blocks from here. If they can't come 14 blocks to me, I'm going to come 14 blocks to them. So I went ahead. I showed up here in the back around the employee entrance, and I asked to speak to him. He wouldn't come out. He sent a security guard out to talk to me, and he gave me the same nonsense about no one's here or available. Mind you, the trucks are there, the employees' trucks are there, the employees are out smoking, the nooses are there, I can see all this stuff there, and I said, look, can you just lend me a noose? I'll figure out how to work this out myself. I will get the dog and bring him myself. At that point, I was able to speak to him over the phone, and he said that they couldn't take on that liability. So again, total neglect, but more importantly, he just didn't care. I mean, I hear that theme over and over and over when people are talking to the security guards, talking to the employees. They just don't care, and he didn't care. I said, your employees are out here. Could you just instruct one of them to come over and help me? I said, I will do all the work myself. I just need him to stand there. Wouldn't do it. So in the end, we ended up getting the dog. It took about 4 hours, 5 police officers. We were out there for altogether about 4.5, 5 hours from beginning to end of taxpayer money, where we could be out doing other things, fighting crime, responding to calls. We had to man this alley to make sure the dog didn't bite anybody, to make sure nobody tortured the dog or threw lighter fluid on the dog, because the dog was chained up. How to prevent something like that. That's not a particularly kind area for animals. The dog was very vulnerable. The people walking out to suddenly encounter the dog were vulnerable. So we ended up making sort of I don't want to say friends with the dog, but he stopped barking at some point, I think out of exhaustion. And I ended up walking the dog the 2 miles back to the station with the police officers in their vehicles following me, kind of like a little caravan, because the dog would not walk with anybody else, and he wouldn't get into any of the squad cars. So I walked him back the 2 miles. And I began my search to find somebody or something, some organization to help me in these circumstances, because I knew that wouldn't be the last horrible Chicago Animal Care and Control story. So that's when I came upon Maria. Thankfully I did, and she told me everything that their mission entails. I'm proud to be part of this organization. I'm hoping now that all of us together will make a difference, and that somehow, some way, somebody will hear us and hear that we're the people that are trying to do right by these animals. Sadly, it's not the people in that building. They just don't care. And if they do have employees that care, sadly, they will not come forward. But the majority of people who are here, the people that are in charge, are interested in the status quo. Keeping things quiet, keeping everyone quiet, and just collecting their enormous salaries, doing nothing for these animals, allowing hundreds of healthy dogs and cats to be put down yearly. It's incredibly sad, and that's what compelled me to come and talk to you guys today and to say my experience with them. I've got a dozen more stories besides that one. I won't bore you right now with them, but I certainly have enough to fill a small journal, a small book with everything that I've endured handling and talking to these people. The way they treat the citizens of Chicago who bring in these dogs, and the fact that they get away with it, in no other service industry, policemen, firemen, could we ever speak to the public the way they speak to the public, the way they don't care, the way they are insensitive. And it hurts my heart to think that just like a divorced child with two divorcing parents, it's the child that suffers. Well, here it's the animals that suffer. Anything they say to me will roll off my back. I could care less. But these poor animals suffer at the hands of these people that just don't care. So please accept my most sincere gratitude for showing up today. It's a beautiful Sunday day, and I'm sure you guys have a lot more to do than be here, but thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate each and every one of you.
Sorry, I went over the time probably,
Of interest, reading that the Illinois Coalition Against Domestic Violence reports that during 2018 fiscal year, there was 42,924 adult survivors of domestic violence statewide, extending across all age groups, ethnicities, and socioeconomic classes. While the statistics do not reflect, however, is how many of the victims were also pet owners, and what, if anything, was done to assist those animals. While pet care may not initially stand out as an important element within a domestic violence case, the ASPCA, American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, provides that 71% of pet-owning domestic violence victims report animal abuse, and 25% of victims return to an abusive relationship based on concern for the animals. Let's work together to make Chicago Animal Care and Control a better place, because as the Speaker Sergeant recently explained, there are so many cases, different situations that they come upon, and we have a reliable organization that will care for our animals and for the helpless, homeless animals. Thank you.
Nadia, do you want me to talk? Nadia! Sure, I put my information on the signage. We're gonna go.
Are we gonna do bridge over water? Or did you want to, no, it seems so. Okay, break the cover. We're trying to jump all different, right?
I have the hummingbird hanging in my car. Yeah, go in and I'm gonna try and
Testing.
I can't.
Is this on?
I can't get.
Turn this on. Test. When you're weary I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you, I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down.
Sail on, silver girl, sail on by.
Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind. Is there someone else that wants to read it? Say something, Jenny.
Yeah, she was out here with Buzz. Hello, my name is Jenny. I've been a volunteer on the streets of Chicago since I was a teenager, which I think made my daughters both become cops from the outreach we've done and trying to help people on the field. But first and foremost, I just want to say I've been FOIing CACC. You have animal control officers for their whole tour of duty that don't even bring in an animal. You have the police bringing in a third of these animals. A third of these animals coming into this building are coming in from the Chicago Police Department, which is god awful. This is your job. Step up and do it. We shouldn't have people out here like you volunteers picking up dogs, bringing them into this building. Another third are brought in by Good Samaritan, which would be you. And then a little over a quarter are brought in by the handful of good animal control officers that are out here in the field, not as scared to drive alone, not as scared to do their job, not as scared to get out and crawl, duck, whatever, to get a dog. I've seen them. You only got a hand select few that do their job. Inside ACAs and outside animal control officers. I could attest to that. I could give you names. I could give the mayor's office names. Administration here gives two craps. Two craps. I know them, but I'm the type of person, you got to stand for something or you die for nothing, and change is definitely needed here. This cannot be the dungeon on Western no more. There needs transparency, and we need to FOIA. And I also believe, too, that if you think you're entitled to these 6 digits or these 5 digits high incomes, what are you doing? Why, when you work a pet fair or pet clinic on a Saturday, do you need a day off during the week? You can only work 40 hours. You have one truck out here at night, but yet you give overtime for a pet clinic on a Saturday that you do 100 animals. This is a public funded facility. You are public servants. You should be appalled of yourselves, ashamed of yourselves, and anyone that puts a Band-Aid on this and thinks this is a kosher situation, should be completely offended. Because this has got to stop. It's been going on for way too long, and the people inside here right now that are coming out here videotaping us, thinking that we are the wrong ones, that CACC is doing a good job, need to step up to the plate and really open up their blinders and look at the whole big picture, because they're the ones, I could tell you, I've been around way too long, that are just putting Band-Aids on the situation, enabling this behaviors, and it's got to stop. Police should not be doing their job, volunteers should not be doing their job, people should not be going through being disrespected here by city public servant employees, because I know, like Patty said, as a police officer, they can get sparred, they can get a day off, they can get reprimanded. Nothing is done to these people here. It's got to stop. There has to come, something has to come to fruition. Something's got to end here. It's got to end. And at that note, I mean, I don't know. I'm just flustered. Community outreach, they say we have more programs here, and to say that, there's another thing, that we need more budget here, we don't need a more budget. We are not Texas, we are best friends, stop with the best friends crap, because we are Chicago. If we had more programs here, where are they at? Because back in the day, I don't know if you guys noticed this, CACC's medical department took care of the city police department dogs. We don't even do that no more. We had an in-house spay neuter day on Wednesdays here. We don't even do that no more. We had an animal bill go out one a week and do animal spay neuters. We don't even do that no more. With less budget, less staff. We have more staff here, more budget, and we're doing less. Does that make sense?
No.
So everybody should be appalled, and I just want that out there, because quit putting the Band-Aid on it. Quit putting the Band-Aid on it.
What do we want? No kill. What do we want? No kill. Chicago Animal Care and Control, stop the killing. Chicago Animal Care and Control, stop the killing.
And another thing is, if you're a volunteer and you expose or you try to be transparent, which at a public facility funded, when you're a public servant should be, and you should not be scared of that transparency, volunteers get let go. Why is that allowed?
That's wrong.
Why is that allowed?
It shouldn't.
And why are we treated bad to walk in these doors and have to wait? And why are they trying to manage their intake when you are open access? It's not their money paying for this facility. It's ours.
Yes.
It's ours. They are making a salary to sit. It takes a dog, it takes the police department, when they bring in a dog here, at least an hour and a half. Sometimes when the 4th District has to come here, it takes 2.5 hours to come from 103rd and Llewellyn to bring a dog here. And then they put on, when you call 301, it takes 3 to 5 days to pick up a stray. Why does it take civilians out here on the street 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours? I don't understand.
Chicago Animal Care and Control, do your job.
Do your job.
Implement the life-saving programs of no kill. What do we want?
No kill.
What do we want?
No kill.
Chicago Animal Care and Control, stop the killing.
Stop the killing.
Stop the killing.
Stop the killing. Oh, I was. The mixer on the bottom. Oh yeah. Channel 4. Channel 4.
Nani, you should say that too and get it on record. All the dogs, all these rescues going down south, pulling dogs. We have dogs dying here.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Cool. That makes sense. All right. I just sometimes I can get away with like turning it up. Yeah. I was seeing if it would work. It's always late. I try not to put it in back because I have to. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's tough, especially outside with wind. Outside, yeah.
Oh, well, one is
There's a bus from the car.
Really? My daughter's got to be on the night shift as a cop driver though?
I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe someday it is out on the edge of darkness. There rides a peace train. A peace train, take this country. Come take me home again. I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something that has begun. A peace train sounding louder, right on the peace train. Ooh-ah-hee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. Yes, peace train, holy road. Everybody jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah-hee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. Get your bags together, come bring your good friends too. Our cause is getting nearer, it soon will be with you. Come and join the living, it's not too far from you, and it's getting nearer, soon it will all be true. Peace train sounding loud, right on the peace train. Ooh-ah-hee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we all live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. A peace train, take this country. Come take me home again. A peace train sounding louder, right on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. Yes, peace train, holy road. Everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on, come on, come on.
Good selection of music.
Has she had any water?
Oh, good, thank you.
You guys take them to Madison?
Yeah, no more. Keep her in the car. Keep her in the car.
Not suburban. Take her, we'll take her.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're very nice. I can give you where are her central.
She's going to take her.
Take her to suburban?
Tell your listeners. Thank you. Oh, yes, South Suburban.
Yes, South. No, not the South. South Suburban and Madison. Is that Madison?
She pooped on my foot.
On the south, or even on the falls.
It looks like they took.
And she don't have a baby.
Yeah, where central?
We're in the car. Where's your car? You want to carry her?
So it's still on the
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's what
You're afraid of, yeah.
Trying to make this shelter.
Never. Protesting. We've been here for 3 hours.
How do you make that into a...
Do you have a hard time?
Let's see if I have.
Wait.
But then you don't want to use it.
Let me see if we have better leash in my car.
Does anything get kind of bit longer?
Hold on, let me
get another harness.
I can check if I have better leash. So we're asked. I can check. I don't think so. They don't. Okay, let's go. And maybe she's probably thirsty. because you know what? She's so scared.
Want to pick her up?
Scared. They don't want to do water. It takes time to build foster dogs. It takes time to do remote adoptions. They don't want to do it. So they have so many animals ending up in there that they end up killing. Yes. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I used to go downtown, but you know. Hi, baby.
I don't know if you guys needed, like, it'd be easier to lift her up with, like, the towel, so you could just carry that. Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Are you good with the towel? Sure.
Okay.
Come on, honey. Oh, she's scared. Maybe you can lift her. If you want somebody, here, let him lift her with the towel. Let him lift her. How far away are you parked?
Yeah. Here. I got this.
Lift her with the towel.
Could someone hold this ball?
Make it a harness.
Okay, let me take the water.
Hey, honey, that's not my water ball. What's her food?
She is such a good dog.
Probably, she looks like she got it.
I got her.
1, 2, 3. Okay, got her.
Come on, honey.
She looks like she's a
Okay, where are we going?
Oh, hi, no, she's better than she's a adoptions guy. I wonder if they took the puppies and now they're swinging.
But there's no, I mean, if they got it from here, they should have a chip, you know?
Because
there's no
she
chip
looked
on
like she
it.
needed to eat. Yeah, I have. Should like maybe get it out of the way of okay, Steve. Stuff is all about
For those people who remain here, did everybody sign the yellow legal pad with your email address so we know how to get a hold of each other? I'm going to ask Maria to make copies of that and maybe send it out electronically so we all have each other's contact information. We're ready to conclude for today. I just want to thank everybody for coming out here and showing your support, sharing your stories. The music was lovely. Reading the names was especially, poignant when you start, especially saying numbers instead of names, because that's all that these animals are to this, unfortunately, to this organization. So it's just a bunch of numbers. So thank you all again for coming. We really appreciate your time and your efforts and putting your feelings out there and making yourselves vulnerable. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your thank you. Yes, thank you.
Yes, the music was special.
Thank you everyone for being brave warriors coming down here today on behalf of our innocent shelter animals who don't have a voice, who deserve a voice, who deserve a second chance, and who deserve to have a shelter that is going to provide them that second chance. Network them for adoption. Network them for fosters. Yes, and have a partnership with all credible rescues, not just the few that they've handpicked. When we cooperate with our rescues, when we invite the community in, when we have a shelter director that believes in saving lives, then the killing will stop. We need to implement the no-kill life-saving programs. Our animals deserve that. The residents of Chicago deserve that. We deserve that. Thank you.
You might want to mention your Facebook name so that anybody...
And thank you, Chicago Sit, Stay, Speak, for organizing this event. Thank you, Maria Fathom, for organizing this event. We appreciate it, and we want to thank you all again for lending your support and being a voice for our shelter animals, our cats and dogs that are being killed unnecessarily, our healthy and treatable shelter animals that are being killed unnecessarily because no-kill shelter reform is not being implemented.
Of course, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. You did a lovely job. It was very moving. Very moving. Oh, that's right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Be safe, okay? You too. Thank you for coming, because I know it's tough out here in the heat.
Well, you know, I'd seen the notice once before, but it didn't register. And then I saw it today at about 10:45, and I live in Schaumburg, so I just jumped in the car and came here.
Thank you. Thank you for making the effort. That's a distance.
I've had my dog, Maddie, he was found by Midway Airport. He never came here. I just, after nobody wanted him, nobody claimed him. I took him home. I've had him for 4 years, you know. But, yeah.
He's a lucky one. He's one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, no,
I
took 4 baby kittens here, and I knew they might have to be euthanized because they were so young. But there was this guy who came out, and there was this old metal cart, and he said, put the cats on there. And I said, don't you have a box or something, you know, so they won't fall off of this cart? And he said, no, so I just picked them up and I took them to anti-cruelty. Yeah. They don't do anything. Horrible. You're part of this organization, right?
Chicago Sit, Stay, and Speak. Yes, through Maria I am.
Okay. My name's Mary Nick. I signed up, but I know how to do stuff with like public relations and contacting news outlets and stuff.
Really? Because Maria was looking for something like that. Have you talked to Maria about it?
No.
Here, let's step over here.
I'd be glad to take part in
I don't know.